Hello everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. I'm an African inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer and I'm based in Lagos, Nigeria. And today I'm talking about why your fashion business is not making money. There's so many reasons why a business may not be making money, and in fashion business it's really funny. Some days you have your business is doing so well and you're so happy, and there's sometimes that your business is not just making money, and that happens to every business. But there's sometimes that when you just have prolonged period of low business, low sales, business is not really coming in the way you expect it to. And there are downtimes in every business, but there's sometimes that it is just prolonged for a very, very long time. And you wonder why is this happening? And one of the reasons why this happens is you want to ask yourself this question: is my expenditure greater than my income? That is, the money going out of my business, is it more than the money that is coming in? That is one of the main and major things. And this can be as a result of so many things why your expenditure may be greater than your income. So your income basically is all the money that you make from your business. All that money that comes in together, is it less than the money that is going out of your business? And the money going out of your business can be money for your overhead, supplies, services that you have to pay for. That is, if you have a brick and mortar, or even if you have an online presence, the money you pay for your hostings, your domains, your different things, different licenses and all that. And even the money you pay yourself is also part of your expenditure. And you need to understand that your business is a business, and you need to control the expenditure in your business, because like I said, every business has its peak periods and its low periods. Every business has it. But there's sometimes that when your low periods are really, really extended, and you need to keep the business going, you need to keep the business afloat. And if your expenditure is greater than your income, there's going to be a lot of problems, there's going to be a lot of challenges, and honestly, it can be very frustrating. One of the reasons why is you can't afford your overhead. So basically, some people start business and they feel that because they're starting this business and it's taking off on a very high note, you want to employ so many people. This person is doing this person is doing that. You have this kind of presence. It could be online, it could be brick and mortar, and all these things. And you may have the budget for it, and you may not have the budget for it, and then you go along anyway. And along the line, you now realize that all this money I have spent, I'm not making so much money. So you're kind of like stuck because you don't really know what to do. So, for example, you have a brick and mortar and you're selling ready to wear, and your overhead is so ginormous. You have to pay for your rent, you have to pay for, if you're in a building where the service is being provided, things like electricity, security, and other kind of facilities and amenities, and you have to pay for all those things. Your staff who is manning the place, and then you have probably somewhere that you make these clothes or something. If you cannot afford certain things in your business, you have to look for ways to cut back and make it a bit cheaper until when your business is making money, or when it grows bigger. Some people say, oh, you can't make money without spending money. Yes, it's true, you can't make money without spending money, but you have to be realistic sometimes, because look at it. You're having a tailor that is earning so much money. You have an embellisher, you have a PA, you just have so many roles within your business in the starting stage. And as the money is coming in, you're using this money to settle all these people. So there's nothing left within the business to run the business. And sometimes you can't even afford to pay yourself because you are busy employing all these hands. Because the thing is that you find out that most businesses, when they start, the owner of the business literally does so many things. the owner of the business is the life of the business. They are doing so many. I'm not encouraging everybody to go and do everything for their business, but the thing is that in the beginning stage of a business, you tend to find yourself doing so many things, and it's normal and it's very realistic. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. When I first started my business, when I left my job and I had to face my business squarely, all the people that I had working for me while I was still working, I had to lay everybody off and start all over again. And when I started all over again, because I've just left my job, there's nowhere any money is coming from. So I was doing so many things by myself, which sometimes can be very tiring and exhausting. But as time goes by, you start to, let in other people, other experienced hands to assist you in the business. So another reason why your business is not making money is discounts. You're giving too much discount. You are discounting your product or your inventory too much. We live in a part of the world where customers like to get everything for a bargain. Literally, no matter how small it is, they just want to know they got a bargain, which is part of our culture, is part of everything. It's for years I've tried to figure out why, but there still seems to be no answer, and nobody seems to have an answer to that. But there was a time in my business where I realized that I was giving too much discount. Some customers will come, they will ask you for, some will ask for almost half of the price of what you're selling. And sometimes you wonder to yourself that, if I give you half the price, how do I run the business? How do I pay for this shop that you have come into? How do I? It's absolutely ridiculous. And sometimes because you feel as if, you want the money, you need the money, and then you say, okay, fine, let me just quickly sell this thing and let it just go, and then I'll just make this money and then use this money to do this. The thing is that once you give a customer a discount, whether it is big or whether it is not big, once you give them a discount, if they come back, they would always expect you to give them that discount. They would always expect that discount from you any single time they come back to your business. That is if they even come back. For me, I tell my customers, if you're okay with the price, that's fine. If you're not okay with the price and you feel and insist that I must give you a discount, sometimes I may bend over backwards, because there's sometimes that customers come and what they're buying quite a number of clothes, and you're like, okay, let me just give them a little discount, not too much, just something little. But there's sometimes you're buying only one thing and you're asking for some ridiculous discount. I'm sorry, it's a business. We have to run the business. The person attending to you has to be paid. The person sewing the garment has to be paid. Where the garment comes from, the light and everything that has been used to make this garment needs to be paid for. And if you cannot pay for it, bye. Because honestly, when you take that garment at a discounted price and go home, at the end of the year, when my landlord comes to meet me, or at the end of the month when my staff comes to meet me and they're looking for their salary, I'm not going to go to that customer's house and go and meet them to pay me X, Y, and Z so I can run my business. So sometimes it may not be it's not the right thing to do, but for me, if you can't afford it, then you leave it, because at the end of the day, I'm doing business. Even in this period of the pandemic that businesses have started to open up, some customers come into your store and they feel like because there's a pandemic and people are not going out, they don't necessarily, the demand for clothing isn't necessarily there. They feel like they're doing your business a favor. Well, they're not really, to be honest with you, because from what I've noticed since the lockdown has ended, the people that want to buy clothes actually come and buy clothes, and the ones that don't want to buy don't even come at all. So if any customer makes you feel like they're doing you a favor because of the pandemic, I don't know. But what I know is, once you give them that discount, whenever the pandemic ends, even before it ends, if they come back for your business, they're going to want you to give them that huge discount. So probably the discounts you're giving in your business is a bit too much. So you need to chill on the discount so that your business can run smoothly. Another reason why your fashion business is not making money is not meeting customers' expectation. So when someone comes in contact with your business and they see what you do, the first thing that comes to their mind is, how are you going to meet the expectation of your business? It could be anything. It could be from customer service to pricing to what kind of garment you make to finishing to anything really. And they want to know if you're going to meet the expectation. And if you're not meeting the expectation, honestly, they're not going to do business with you, and they probably won't come back. And if they even do business with you and you don't meet the expectation, still, probably they've asked you to sew a garment for them and you did not meet the expectation. It's most likely they will not come back. Another reason why a business is not making money is underpricing. You're underpricing your product, you're underpricing your services. So if you're a made-to-measure fashion designer or a bespoke fashion designer, and people come to your business and say, I want to make this, I want to make that, and you give them a price, and they say, for what now? Why is it expensive? Number one, I'm not going to come to your house to come and cut it. I'm not going to come and use your electricity to get the garments ready. There are a lot of things that have to go in place for that garment to be ready and made. And apart from that, I need to make a profit, no matter how little it is. Even if it's 2%, no matter how little it is, I still need to make a profit from it, because so that I can know that yes, I'm running a business. So some people will come in and say, it's too expensive, I can't pay that much. X, Y, and Z, their own services are cheaper, or their own clothes are cheaper. Okay, if X, Y, and Z, if their own clothes are cheaper, kindly go to them. But for me, this is what I'm selling mine. This may be hard if your business is a very new business, but as time goes on, people will know you and they'll get used to your pricing, because that is how you begin to carve a niche and a market for yourself. In my previous video, I spoke about having a niche. When you have a niche, people know what you are for. And when you deliver on what you are for, when you give a price, people will go along with you. But when you don't have a niche for your business and you are just doing this, that, when you have a price and you give them a price, they will contend you with your price, and they'll tell you that there are other people that are doing it cheaper, because you don't have a niche. Everybody is your customer. Everybody is your market. So you need to stop underpricing your business. You need to stop underpricing your products and your services, because when you're underpriced, you can't afford to run the business effectively. And then you're the owner of the business, you're struggling. Business owners struggle sometimes, once in a while, but you don't want to keep on struggling because of you're not pricing your products well, and people are complaining that it's too expensive. It's too expensive because they're not your target market. It's too expensive because they're not your ideal customer. When you know your ideal customer, when you know your target market, when you give them a price, they won't really disturb you. They won't really give you any issues. Now, underpricing your product or your services because you want people to patronize you. The day that you finally decide that, okay, this business is not moving or it's not growing because my prices are too low, the day you now decide to increase these prices, you start losing customers. You don't really want that. And even if you look at this thing very well, some of these customers, some of them can afford it. They can afford it. They can afford it comfortably. But, like I said, it's just part of our DNA, or whatever it is, to get a bargain in every and anything we buy. I don't know why. But the thing is, your business is very important, and your business needs to keep running. They say customer is king. Yes, customer is king. Customers make our dreams come true. Yes, customers make our dreams come true. But at the same time, you have to be smart. You have to know your market, you have to know your customers. That's why I spoke in my previous videos also about niches, target markets, customer avatar, all those kind of jazz. You need to know all those things. When you know all these things, it makes it a lot easier for you to market your business. It makes it a lot easier for you to know who to approach with your business. There are people that I see them, they tell me, this person, she has so much money. You just go and meet her, she will buy. And when I see that person and I have a word with the person, I already know that this person can never value what I'm doing, can never appreciate what I'm doing. So I don't even bother telling them anything. I don't even bother telling them about my business. But I may say it in passing, and if they're not interested, they will ask more. But most of the time, I'm always right because I know them. When I see them, I know them. When I see my customer and think that will appreciate what I do, I know them. So it's very good to know your customers because it makes your marketing easy. It makes it easier for you to make your brand aware. Make your business, make people know your business, make people aware of your business. Because when people are aware of your business and they're aware of what you do and they're aware of what particular thing you do in fashion, they will know where to come to. Even if they don't come today, when they have a friend or a family member or somebody that needs what you do, you'll be the first person in their mind to refer to whoever it is to come and patronize your business. So there's no hard and fast way of running a business. All things I share with you are just tips from my own business and how I've run my business for almost 10 years. And I don't think I'm doing too badly. And so for today, that's it for my video. I will see you next week. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, put on the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. So I'll see you next week.